Good morning, student. Today we are going to see application of solvent extraction. So solvent extraction technique is used in determination of iron using 8-hydroxyquinoline as your ligand or reagent. Fe3 plus can be extracted from aqueous solution with 1% solution of 8-hydroxyquinoline in chloroform. The complex is extracted quantitatively in chloroform. It is dark colored complex that is absorbed at 470 nanometer and it is analyzed spectrophotometrically. Uh, Solvent extraction technique is also used in determination of lead where dithiazone is acts as a reagent. Lead can be analyzed at very low concentration level using dithiazone reagent. Solvent extraction is carried out in chloroform. The yellow complex absorbed at 366 nanometer and 465 nanometer. Hence, it can be estimated spectrophotometrically. Solvent extraction is also used in determination of copper using diethyl dithiocarbamate. Sodium salt of diethyl dithiocarbamate reacts with a copper in weakly acidic or ammonical solution to produce brown colloidal suspension. It may be extracted with an organic solvent like chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, etc. Analysis is carried out spectrophotometrically at 435 nanometer. Solvent extraction technique is also useful in determination of nickel using dimethyl glycoxime solution. It is also known as DMG in short. Nickel forms a red color complex with DMG that can be extracted in chloroform. The red complex absorbs at 366 nanometer and 465 nanometer. Hence, it can be determined spectrophotometrically. Solvent extraction is also used in a separation of lanthanide. Similar to ion exchange technique, a solvent extraction is also widely used for separation of lanthanide. For separation of lanthanide, they are extracted with tri-N-butyl phosphate in a presence of nitrate ion. Extraction is carried out in continuous countercurrent apparatus. Next application is in separation of your Fe3 plus and Mg2 plus ion. Mixture of Fe3 plus and Mg2 plus is shaken with ethyl acetate as an extractant in strongly acidic condition. Fe3 plus gets selectively extracted in your ethyl acetate, leaving behind Mg2 plus. The aqueous phase containing Mg2 plus is evaporated to concentrate Mg2 plus. It is neutralized and pH is adjusted to 10 using ammonia vapor and determine complexometrically using ABT as an indicator. The ethyl acetate solution containing Fe3 plus is shaken with water and re-extract iron in aqueous phase. The Fe3 plus is reduced to Fe2 plus and estimated by redox titration with potassium dichromate. Now we are going to see terminology which are used in chromatography. This part is very much important. Generally a short question is asked in the examination. Now what is meant by stationary phase? It is the phase in a chromatography which has large surface area and it remains steady. It is either a solid or a immobilized liquid on solid support. What is meant by mobile phase? The phase which moves over a stationary phase to carry out distribution of the component is called mobile phase. It is either liquid or gas. What is meant by chromatogram? After elution, the paper or column containing separated components is called chromatogram. What is eluent? The mobile phase that is used to carry various component in paper and column chromatography is called as eluent. What is eluate? The liquid emerging out from your liquid chromatography column in the process of elution is called eluate. What is RF value? The ratio of distance traveled by solute to the distance traveled by solvent from the initial point is called RF value. It is also known as retardation factor. What is meant by locating agent? The reagent which is used to visualize various spots in paper chromatography after elution is called as locating or visualizing agent. Now we are going to see some numericals based on solvent extraction. So 50 ml of water containing 0.1 gram of iodine. So weight of iodine and volume of water is given, is shaken with 25 ml of chloroform. So volume of aqueous layer is 50 ml and volume of organic layer is 25 ml. If the distribution of the iodine is 85, so distribution ratio of iodine is also given, capital D value is also given in favor of chloroform. Calculate the amount of iodine left if total chloroform is used in one batch. Second, 3 extraction are carried out with 8.33 ml of chloroform every time. So what information is given? X0 is equal to 0.1 gram. Capital V is the volume of your aqueous phase, that is 50 ml, and distribution ratio, that is capital D, is equal to 85. Now we are going to solve first condition, that is total chloroform is used in one batch, and in numerical total amount of chloroform is given as a 25 ml. So we are going to use the formula Xn is equal to X0 capital V divided by capital V plus D multiplied by small v raised to the power n. Now if a total extraction is carried out in one batch, it means that n is equal to 1 and value of small v is 50. So when we are going to solve this, value of small v is 25. So when we are going to put all the parameter and solve this numerical, we comes with amount of iodine which are left in a water, it is 2.29 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 gram. Now for a second condition, 3 extraction, that is the value of small n is 3 and carried out with 8.33 ml of chloroform. So volume of small v, value of small v is 8.33 ml. So now Xn is equal to X0 into bracket capital V divided by capital V plus D multiplied by small v. So now we are going to put all the parameters, all the given value in this formula and we solve it. So we see that the value is come as 2.87 into 10 raised to the power minus 5 gram. So just see the difference in these two value. From this we can conclude that even though the total volume of extracted remains same, with increased number of extraction, that is as the value of n increases, the efficiency of extraction is also increases. Sorry. Now we are going to see second numerical. The distribution coefficient of solute A in ether with respect to water is 10. So value of capital D is given, that is 10. If 100 ml of water, that is volume of aqueous layer is 100 ml, containing 1 gram of A is shaken with 100 ml of ether. So volume of aqueous layer is also 100 ml. What percentage of A is extracted into ether if a same volume of ether is used in a 2 installment of 50 ml each? What percentage of A is extracted? So X0 is given, that is 1 gram. V is given, that is 100 ml for water. D is equal to 10. So for and small v value, for first case small v value is 100 ml. It is also given. So we are going to put this value in our this formula. When we are going to put all the new given value in the formula, we comes Xn is equal to 0.091 gram. Now show the amount of solute extracted in a ether. Now we have to calculate how much amount of solute is extracted in a ether, and this is the amount of solute present in your water. So just minus this value from 1. So amount of solute extracted in ether, it is 0.90 gram. Now percentage extraction it is just simply multiply this value with 100. So percentage extraction in this case it is carried in one installment, it is 90.9%. Now in second condition, when two extraction are carried out, so small n value is small n value is 2 and small v value is 50. When we put all the parameter in given formula in this formula, so we comes with xn value is equal to 0.028 gram. So it is the amount of solute present in your aqueous phase. So just minus this value from 1. So we comes with amount of solute present in ether. So that is equal to 0.972 and multiply 0.9 for percentage extraction, just multiply this value by 100. So we comes with 97.2%. Again in this formula we see that as the value of small n is increases, percentage efficiency is also increases. Now in third numerical, an extraction with 25 ml portion of benzene, that is solvent, remove 89% of solute from 100 ml of aqueous solution. Calculate distribution ratio benzene to aqueous layer of the solute. So capital V is equal to 100 ml, small v, that is for a benzene, value of benzene, volume of benzene is given, that is 25 ml. All the condition is given for n is equal to 1 and percentage extraction is also given, that is equal to 89%. So let initial amount of solute in aqueous phase x0 is equal to 100 gram. So amount of solute extracted is 89 gram, because percentage efficiency is what? 89. So amount of solute unextracted is simply 100 minus 89, that is 11 gram. So xn is equal to x0. Put all the values in this formula. So when we solve this, we comes with distribution ratio D is equal to 900 divided by 275, that is equal to 32.3. So distribution ratio is 32.3 in favor of organic phase. Thank you very much.